Hey guys, Kaido here today with a new video. I got a different type of video from the usual gameplays that I post and guides. Today I'll be showing you the settings I've been using pretty much since like season 9 or so. I've been challenger since season 7 and I'm currently rank like top like 30 on NA. And these are the settings I use pretty much for a long time that have worked for me and to me are that are very consistent in terms of like for my gameplay. Let's just get into game. Also have no board on the bottom left of the video just to show you the how easy it is to really like just get to your keys. And for the top left of the keyboard, you see there's like a line. That's the tilde key. This tilde key we will go through later. It's for champions target only, so we'll explain that in a bit. So first thing, for league settings is that you want to have all your abilities on quick cast always, because it just all you have to do is press the button, right, instead of needing to see like the indicator and then casting it. But then what we're gonna do with that on top of that, which worked really well for me over the years, is that I go into normal cast into here Hotkeys, and I put all my normal abilities which bonded with shift to where I'm able to see the ability pretty much. So let's see here. Let's just give myself some levels. Small dummy. So you see with shift, you see how I press shift down, it goes off, right? Of course, some abilities you can't see the cast, right? Because some abilities are like that in the game. But a lot of abilities like Kindred E, Kindred W, you can do it. And that's to me very OP. It's very nice to have. And then for champions like Lee Sin, where you self-cast, let's say your safeguard, your W ability, you can press ult. It's like very easy, right? Press ult. So it's not bad. Oh my god, the minions. Let me get rid of these guys. Okay. The minions are gone now. And then moving on from that, we're gonna look. Everything else is pretty standard. Leveling up your abilities, target champion only on your tilde key. And for this, I like having it on not toggle. So basically, you have to hold it. So, I don't have it blinded right now. So let me open up my Wooting because I have a Wooting keyboard. So where's my law profile? So for my law profile, I had to rebind my escape key to the tilde because I was 60% keyboard. So I rebind that. So when I'm in game, see how my mouse lights up red, and then when the target champion's only is on, and then when it's off, you see it's like a blackish gray color, right? So every time it doesn't light up on the keyboard, but on no board. But you see, I turn it on, and it hits. You see, like I only hit champions. And I can't hit like towers and like minions, right? I can only hit champions. So every time I go into fight, I hold it, and then I just, I fight. If you feel like it's not like comfortable for you, you can just put it on toggle, but you just have to be mindful that you have to turn it on and off. I think it's over here, yeah. Oh, right now I have on toggle. I like alternate between mine, whichever one I feel like is best. And then continuing on with settings, items, it's just simple. I have my trick on 4, then everything else 1 to 7. Same thing with self-cast trinkets. Also another thing you can do in game. I feel like whenever people see my stream do it, they're like, oh my god, they're like mind blown. Like, let's say if someone rewards like right here, let's say I'm gonna spawn dummy here, right? If you really want to check the ward and like avoid it, right? All you can do is just do this. And you see this circle, the lights, like shadow circle around my ward? That's like the vision they have. Okay, so you will know like what they will see with that ward. It's a little hack, so to say. And then that's all the same. And then player movements, you need your 8-click. Very good. Just knowing your range it's very important to just understand your range. Like, yes, like it takes games to get used to it, but like just having like a mental reminder, like a mental like an image in your minds, knowing like what your range can be, like will get you used to it faster. But even like if you're used to, like, it's just nice to see, you know, like it makes you like guarantee, oh, okay, I'm going to be ranged here because like I see it, right? So very useful to have. And then now let's go on to the F keys. So for my F keys, um I have a 60% keyboard, so I don't have F keys, but when I did have a 80% keyboard, I thought F keys were hard to reach and it felt like they were too far. So I put on ZXTV, and to me it's very easy to reach. So like while I'm jungling, let's say I'm doing my camps, like I'll press Z, you know, look at my top laner, and this is X my mid laner, C is my AD carry, and then V is my support, right? And then I'll just like click while I do my camps, I'll click and just check my laners, and that's how I would play the game. And to me, it's very important to be able to use F keys as a jungler because it helps you get information on the map, which is your job, is to get information or be given information by your laners, and then to make a call off it, capitalize off a mistake, or like make a decision, you know. That is your job as a jungler because you are usually the center part of the team, especially in the early game while you play. And for me, I don't have emotes binded because I just personally don't use it, so you can do whatever for that. But I have what do you call it, camera lock on T, just in case sometimes I turn it on. It's really like random when I do turn it on, but I have it just in case. And yeah, everything else is pretty standard. Also Central Champion, this is very good. I hold spacebar quite a lot while, especially team fighting. I think it serves better than pressing camera lock in my opinion. So I like holding spacebar lots more, center myself. And then for display, yeah, I think this is pretty standard. G are for pings. You can also do control and then drag your mouse. You know, you can do oh my god, I can't ping anymore. You give it a second. There's ping right here. That's pings, and then when you need to ping an enemy, there's a word, I press Y. I think I might change it to T, but I have it on Y. Sadly, you can't see it on no board, but yeah. And then there's taunting, all that is all the same. Control Z for your chat history. Yeah, everything else should be like standard, like you shouldn't really like touch it. And that's pretty much it for that. Let's go into interface before we go into the in-game settings. So for the interface size, you should put at 0 because let's be honest, like no way we have this on this big. Like it's just unreal. Like I feel like this is like good enough. Maybe you might need a bit, like maybe you need on 10 or something, but I have on 0. I have no issue with this. Cursor scale, I think it's just preference, to be honest. I have on 6 because it's just my lucky number, so I put on 6. To me, it's preference at the end of the day. Of course, smaller the better. You shouldn't have it like this big, I feel like, but I mean, again, maybe it's just your thing, right? And shop scale, this is all preference to be honest. For a jungler though, personally, I think you should have your minimap bigger than usual. I think as a laner, you can have it shorter. I usually have it at 40 when I played AD carry to challenger, but as a jungler, I put it to 60 because you need to really be paying attention to your minimap at all times, which is very important. But I have it on 40 right now, 41, because I alternate between my roles. And then we go into the other stuff, health and resource bars. I mean, if you want to save your frames, you should not have this on. Animations, your HUD animations and stuff. You should have show loss and show health bars. I don't like having names. I think it's like so pointless to see summer names and champion names. But maybe might need summer names, but I think champion names is just so pointless to have in the game. It's just information I don't need to know. It doesn't really matter to me. And notifications, have all these on. Legacy cursor, well, the new cursor is a lot more accurate, so that's the difference between legacy and the new cursor. Don't need tooltips unless you're of course new to the game. Enable line display. Also for line display, when you're playing Varus, it doesn't show. They like messed with it a while back, so you have to turn this off to be able to see like the line when you cast your Q on Varus. So for any Varus players, but everything else should be on. It's nice to have your spell cost, attack range, you know. And this, I mean, preference again, of course. Have all this on. Yeah, have all this. I mean, that's pretty much it for these settings. I mean, it's pretty. This one's pretty standard. And then let's go into sound before we go into video and game. I have my master volume in the middle, and I have music and its master volume to 0 because I think this is the most useless stuff to hear. Personally, I think like there's no need for me to hear this in the game. Of course, maybe you want to, but I think they're completely pointless. Ambience is also the same thing, and for ping, I have it pretty low. At one point, I actually had it muted while I played League of Legends because in lower elo to mid elo, people don't know how to use pings personally, so just mute them is just a peace of mind for me at least. So like if you're in lower mid elo, I would suggest muting pings. And also a benefit of doing that in a way is that now you have to pay attention to your minimap more because now you just don't have a ping noise going off in your ears, so you have to look at your minimap more just by doing that. So it can train yourself to look at the minimap and like try to gather information more often, which is a good habit a jungler should have in the first place if you really want to get good at jungle. And let's go into the video. Well, it's pretty basic other than the graphics. You should have everything on low pretty much except for effects quality. That's like the only thing that really matters for League, to save as many frames, because there will be times, especially nowadays with certain champions like ASOL in the game, where your frames will legit get like destroyed in game. So especially now, like I feel like having this on low, character quality, I mean, they don't need to be on high. I mean, of course, if you have a cracked PC, you know, do whatever you want, right? But at least have shadow quality. I think shadows just always shit on frames, no matter what, like, no matter what game you're playing. Good amount of time, shadows are just so pointless. They just take so much away. Unless again, you have a cracked PC, and you should cap your frames. And then accessibility. I mean, this you can do whatever you want. I've seen people with like play on 50, 90 brightness and like high gamma and stuff. I honestly, like, it doesn't really like matter. Like, you just do whatever you want, you know, for that. And this is all standard. 50 mouse, camera movement speed 50, all of them are 50. I don't like this move camera on revive. It always like annoyed me whenever I had it on a long time ago, and yeah, so I took that off. And auto attack on, attack move on cursor. Don't know why this is on, but I guess I never took it off. Doesn't really matter either way. But yeah, pretty standard. And as for my, me open it up. As for my mouse, I always play on high DPI because I was a big fan of Faker back then. So I mean, at one point I was playing on 3K DPI, but now I play on 2300. I lowered it down. I also have a light mouse, so that's the reason why I went down from 3K to 2.3. My mouse is a lot lighter than usual, so like I went from a 150 milligram mouse to a 50 milligram, 60 milligram SUPERLIGHT. Very good mouse you can use. Not sponsored, by the way. Hope Logitech sponsor you though. I love their gear, but yeah. And keyboard, as I mean we saw it noticed earlier, I run a Wooting, and for anyone who does have a Wooting, I have, okay, well, that's my typing all profile. Well, I have everything on, legit on crack pretty much. I have tachyon mode on, rapid trigger, sensitivity, everything's on legit maxed out. Well, this should be maxed out too. Usually I play on this, these settings. I've been playing with target champion only for some reason recently, but yeah, it doesn't really matter, for me. But yeah, I have all of this on my Wooting. And it does feel good when you're playing like Ezreal Zeri. Like you see, like I legit made one specifically for Ezreal Zeri when I was playing AD carry. It's kind of like, I mean, you can say it's cheating. I don't know if it's cheating, but I just like it a lot, spamming my Q while playing those champions. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the in-game settings that I run for being a multi-season challenger player ever since season 7, and also being able to play challenger, being a challenger AD carry and jungler. These are the things that always have been beneficial to me towards my climbing, to just help me perform. And the only settings I recommend for you guys to actually consistently be able to and just to use, I think I really recommend you guys use this quick cast and normal cast. I think it's very important to have this on your bindings. And it's also very important. I'll scroll all the way down. It's very yes. Give me a moment. Wait, where is it? Okay. Also, very important just to have your camera control figure it out. Like, are you gonna use F keys or are you gonna use ZXTV? ZXTV is very easy to reach personally. So the way I reach my keys, the way I press control, I'm pressing control right now. I'm actually using the middle left side of my palm to press it. For shift, I use my pinky, and then QWE, I use my 3 fingers, and then for actually all QWER, I actually use only 3 fingers. So the finger that's hitting E is hitting R, right? So let me what call it, specify now. So your ring finger is hitting Q, your middle finger is hitting W, your index is hitting E and R. That's how I play a good amount of time. But though sometimes, oh, actually no, that's it. No, it's actually just that. I'm just making sure that I don't doubt on myself for a second, because I never actually I just do it so naturally now. And my thumb is how I'm pressing. Usually I'm pressing space off it, and sometimes I'll press Alt. So with my thumb, I'm pressing Alt, spacebar, CV. And then for ZXTV, I usually use my ring and my middle finger a good amount of time, so I'm going back and forth. And it's the same thing with my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like 1, 2, 3, I'm using the 3 fingers, my ring, middle, and index, and then my index goes to 4, 5, pretty much. So my index does a lot of work, so to say. And then for the tilde key, if you do have one toggled, just use your finger that's closest to it. And my pinky is usually pressing tab, shift, a good amount of time. And for 8-click, it's usually, what I've noticed, it's usually my ring finger always hitting it. Because usually the champions that want to press 8-click, the abilities they want to press usually are W, E, and R. It's usually like never Q a good amount of time. But you have to like go back and forth, of course. It's pretty APM intensive, I would say, at times to get used to. I think I'm like very used to it because I've been doing it for years, but it might take time to get used to it though. None of the, like, yeah, that's pretty much how my fingers, like what buttons my fingers are pressing at all times. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys have any other, I guess, suggestions on what kind of content you want to see, again, just let me know. Join the Discord if you have any questions specifically. Maybe you want to figure out more about jungle and you want to just type to me more often, you can join the Discord. There is a channel where you can type questions, and we just have people who would like to have discussions in there on like runes and builds and just champions that could be meta and what are strong. And you can also get a lot more information on like coaching if you want to get coaching from me. If you do like my gameplay videos, so to say, you can join the Discord to figure out more on that. And again, if you like this video, like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys next time.